Good morning, students. Previously video we have done the graphical method. Today we are going to start with the initial rate method. Method name is initial rate method. Okay, just remember one thing, that whenever we are going to study the initial rate method, it is applicable for the number of reactants. Okay, it is applicable for number of reactants. It's not like that the previous one, that is a graphical method, which was applicable only for the one reactant. Okay, just see now what I am writing. One example, N1A plus N2B plus N3C arrow. I am writing the products. What I am writing there? Products I am writing. Now you see, this reaction, this particular reaction is containing how many reactants? A is there, B is there, and then C is there. Okay, now what to do, beta? This method is usually used to find the initial rate of the reaction, but we will taking only known concentration. What we will take? Only known concentration of the reactants. Okay, let it be what we will say. We have to determine the initial rate. If we have to determine the initial rate of reactant A, then what we will say? We'll say let concentration of B and C are constant. Okay, and only A is changing. Okay, but what is changing? Only A is changing. Then what to do there? What to write over there? We'll write this. Rate will be equal to K into A. Same way, A will say the concentration of A and C is constant and only B is changing. Then rate will be equal to K into B. Same way, if we will say concentration of C is changing and A and B are constant, then it will be equal to rate is equal to K into C. Are you getting my point? Okay, then beta we can see, this is, let it be, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, and we can find out its overall order or overall reaction. Then overall reaction we can write like this: rate is equal to K, A, then B, then C. Let it be P, here Q, here R. These are the experimental orders I have written there. But beta, we can understand this method better by taking one of the example over there. What we can do? We can take one example to explain this method. Okay, now you see very carefully. Let's see, I am taking one example. Okay, in the one example, what they have given to me, you see, they told one simple general reaction I am taking: 2A plus B arrow C plus D is given to you. Now what they told, they have given you some value of experiments. Okay, here they told, they have written experiment, here they have written concentration of A, and here they have written concentration of B. Then after that they have given initial rate. Initial rate of formation. Clear? नाउ व्हाट टू डू देयर इन दिस केस, क्या करना है हमने, सी एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1, experiment number 2, experiment number 3 and experiment number 4. But this concentration of A is in mole per liter. Okay, here it is given 0.1, here it is given 0.3, here it is given again 0.3, here it is given 0.4. Then B concentration is, here it is given 0.1, here it is given 0.2, 0.4, then again 0.1. Then initial rate of formation of D. So what they told you here, 6.0 into 10 raised to power minus 3, and here it is 7.2 10 raised to power minus 2, and third one is 2.88 10 raised to power minus 1, and fourth one is 2.4 into 10 raised to power minus 2. This one they have given to you. Now what they are asking you, beta, they are saying what is a rate law, what is a rate law, comma, order of the reaction. Now see, this one is written there, beta. Now you all of you see it very very carefully what I am going to do over there in this case. Actually now some values are given to us, beta, एक्सपेरिमेंट में ये 0.1 है, यहाँ पर 0.1 कोई है सेम नहीं, यहाँ पर है सेम, yes, you have to choose two same values. Okay, you can choose these second and third experiment also as you wish. Okay, so we have to choose like this way, other will remain constant. You see, let it be in the answer what I am writing, rate is equal to rate, okay, rate is equal to, I am writing, let it be A raised to power alpha, okay, B raised to power beta. Now I'm going to start with the question. Now suppose first of all we are taking experiment number 1 and experiment number 4. Okay, so what we are writing there, see, we are writing there rate 1 is equal to, is equal to K, then concentration of A for the experiment number 1, 0.1 raised to power alpha, and same way what is the concentration for B, again 0.1 raised to power beta. Is that clear? Now we have to write for the rate 4. You see, rate number 4. For the rate number 4, what to do there, beta? See, K, this is the 0.4, this is the 0.1 raised to power beta. Is that clear? Oh, is that clear to you to all, beta? समझ लगी यहाँ तक? अब हमने क्या करना है, we have to divide this rate 1 by rate 4. Okay, you see, we have to divide like this. A divide rate 1 value, beta, we are knowing very well. What is the value of rate 1? Rate 1 is this one, 6.0 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Okay, so you will write there 6.0 into 10 raised to power minus 3, and rate 4 value is 2.4 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Okay, beta, 2.4 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Clear? Then K will be cancelled out with the K. Then what is left there, beta? Here 0.1 beta is cancelled out. What is left there? 0.1 alpha and 0.4 alpha. Are you getting better? Now we have to solve this one. Better after the solving these two, okay. After the solving this 6.0 upon what is there 2.4, what we are getting better? Here we are getting 1 by 4, and this is also a 1 by 4 raised to power alpha. When this is a, so what we can write over there? Can we write like this? 1 by 4 is there only. Then we can write here 1 by 4 raised to power 1. Then alpha value came equal to 1. Clear? Same way, now we have to go for the second and the third experiment. You see, second experiment and third experiment. Now in the second experiment, what to do there, beta? See, these two values are constant, 0.3, 0.3. Okay, now I will write over there for the experiment number 2 and 3. See, I am writing there rate 2 divided by rate 3 equal to k. Then value of the A is there. You see 0.3 and value of the B is 0.2. Okay, so what I am writing there? 0.3 raised to power alpha, then 0.2 raised to power beta. After that again k. What is 4 rate 3? You see all of you? 4 rate 3? Yeah, 0.3 and 0.4. What is it? 0.3 and 0.4. Clear? So 0.3 raised to power alpha, 0.4 raised to power beta. But here, can we put the value of rate 2 and rate 3? Okay, now rate 2 value is, you can check it out, 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2, and rate 3 value is 2.88 into 10 raised to power minus 1. Okay, then what you will write over there? All of you see there, rate 2 value 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Okay, and rate 3 value is 2.88 into 10 raised to power minus 1. Clear? And same way, what we can write over there? K is cancelled with the k. Okay, then here this alpha is cancelled with the alpha. What is left there? 0.2 raised to power beta, 0.4 raised to power beta. Is that clear? Now when we are solving it, okay, and when we are solving it, after solving this one, we are getting here 1 by 4. What we are getting? 1 by 4. And here we are getting 1 by 2 raised to power beta. Clear? Now you see all of you very carefully. This is, can we write it 1 by 2 square? Can here we write it 1 by 2 beta? So that is why beta becomes equal to 2. Clear? Beta value कितनी आ गई हमारे पास 2. You see, alpha we have find out now only. Alpha was equal to 1 and beta was equal to 2. Then what to do there, beta? What will be the order of reaction? You see all of you, what we can write over there? Beta, we can write, all of you see it very carefully. What we can write? We can write then overall rate is equal to k. Then we are having a raised to power alpha. So alpha value is 1. B raised to power beta. Beta value is 2. Then its overall order will be overall order equal to 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Is that clear to you to all? So like this way we can find out initial rate method. Okay, student, third method we are having that I discussed with you, that is a integrated rate law method. Integrated rate law method. But ये वाला जो method है, that already we have done, where we have done the derivation for zero order reaction, for the first order reaction we have done na, that you see. Fourth is there beta, half life method. What is it? आपको याद होगा बेटा हाफ लाइफ मेथड आल्सो वी हैव डन, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड एंड फाइंड आउट द मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन आल्सो for the zero order and for the first order. Okay, that was a half life period. To mean these all the methods has been completed that we have discussed over there. Okay, I think we have written over there total 5 method. Okay, number 5 is there beta. Okay, number 5. One more is there, that is the Ostwald isolation method. Ostwald isolation method. But this method is used when a number of reactants are there. What is a number of reactants are there? All the reactants except one are taken in a large excess. Suppose I will give you example beta. AA plus BB plus CC arrow products. Then let it be, I am writing there is experimental rate A raised to power alpha, B raised to power beta and C raised to power gamma. Okay, now what we are doing in this case, let it be, we'll say if B and C are in excess, are in excess, then what we will write? We write rate is equal to K naught A raised to power alpha only. Clear? So we have determined the order with respect to A, but if let it be, if A and C are in the excess, then rate is equal to K naught B raised to power beta. Okay, same way, if A and B in the excess, then A naught C raised to power gamma. Is that clear? So this was the Ostwald isolation method. Okay student, I hope you understood all of you. Okay, please do these notes very carefully. Thank you very much to all of you.